What's going on, everybody? I'm joined today by Brittan Alstead of the Penticton Vees. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy game day routine to do this interview.
Yeah, of course, no problem.
These are off to a pretty solid start this season so far. What has the experience been like for you making the jump kind of to the job? Obviously with the Vees, it's kind of a big step for the organization. What's that process been like?
Yeah, it's been fun. Being a new team in the league, it's a lot of new guys from different places. Every player played on a different dub team last year, a couple Americans, a couple Euros. So it's like we only had 5 guys who played for the Vees last year. So it's kind of cool how everyone's from a different spot and we're all able to become pretty tight right away and get to know each other. And I think we have a pretty tight group.
That's fair. Yeah, you mentioned a couple guys from the States. It includes yourself, my knowledge serves me correctly, out of Minnesota, Plymouth,
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah.
What has that transition been like for you going from Plymouth, Minnesota to playing in Penticton, BC?
Yeah, no, I love it here. It's beautiful, like the mountains and everything. And we have 4 other Minnesota guys on the team, and I think they all agree they love it here. And it's a cool spot to be in, and we're happy to be here. So
that's very pretty hot start to the season on a personal level for yourself. What are maybe some things that you do to try to keep that streak going? Do you change anything up with your pregame routine or anything? Or you keep it relatively the same?
yeah, I try to say I'm not super superstitious, but if you get a couple points and the team's winning, you try to keep it pretty similar. And so my roommate and I, always listen to the same couple songs on the drive here, and try to get my warm-up routine dialed on the ice. It's always pretty much the same, even though when I don't think about it, I'm always, a lot of the routines, it's always pretty similar.
That's very What's your go-to pregame hype song, if you have one?
Me and my roommate Boomer DeMars, we've been listening to Hey Baby by Pitbull.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a pretty good tune.
Yeah, so that's been on the radio, I think, every game day so far driving to the rink. That's the first song we play, so it's kind of our good luck right now. See if we can keep it going.
That's fair. Yeah, it's been working so far. A couple more questions for you. What are you doing when you're not doing hockey-related things, in the off-season, when you're not training or skating or things like that?
Yeah, I'm from Minnesota, and got a lot of lakes there, and I have a lot of buddies who live on lakes. So when it's nice out, I try to get on the lake and do some wake surfing, do some of that stuff. Minnesota summers are pretty nice, so just try to enjoy that weather, and along with that, get on the golf course as much as possible. A lot of my hockey buddies, we all like to golf, so try to do that.
That's very if you had to choose a favorite NHL player, to be past or present, who are you choosing and why?
I'd say currently my favorite player is Jack Hughes, and I think he's a really good player, and I try to model my game after him a little bit. I think he's a really good player. He's one of the best in the league, so I think he's really fun to watch, so I try to play like him, and he's my favorite player. I think at the moment he is.
That's fair. One more question for you. What is a fun fact about you that not a lot of people would know?
Fun facts? Kind of put me on the spot. I'm actually a pretty good dancer.
Really?
Yeah.
Is there a specific style of dance? Or just
No,
in general?
I think actually we got a lot of good dancers on the team. A lot of the boys, sneaky, you wouldn't expect it. We got a couple guys on the team who are pretty good at dancing, so I'll leave you with that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for taking the time out of your day.
Yeah, no, thank you.